Most kids thought a ride in the car meant ice cream. For us, it meant a toy-toss. Would it be a treat or terror? Sometimes he took us to get gas, filling the jerry cans that would later feed the basement games. Other times, he'd drive us to the tracks. The game was never announced. You only knew by the silence. If you spoke, if you whimpered, if you asked, he'd push it further. So we learned to sit quiet in the back seat, holding our breath, waiting for what was coming. He'd roll onto the tracks and kill the engine. The lights of the train would grow in the distance. You could feel the rails humming under the tires. Sometimes he'd hold the seatbelt tight so you couldn't unbuckle. Sometimes he'd grab one of us, my sister, by the shirt and dangle her half out of the car door. And the rule was simple. Don't cry. Don't make a sound. If he heard you break, he'd prove that the threat was real. He'd wait longer, closer, until the horn filled your chest like it was tearing your lungs apart. You sat there frozen, wondering if this was the time the car wouldn't move. At the last possible second, he'd twist the key. The car would lurch, and the train would thunder past behind us. Then came the silence. No words, no explanation. Just the smell of the rails, the rattle in your bones, and the sick taste of knowing he chose when you lived. Even when he turned the wheel toward the ice cream afterward, it didn't matter. the cone would melt in your hand. The sweetness was ruined because you'd already tasted death in the horn of the train. What stands out to me now isn't just the train or the car. It's the way we sat together in the back seat. 3 kids, side by side at most times. Too afraid to move. Too afraid to speak. We learned to communicate without words. A look, a shift, holding our breath at the same time. That silence became its own language, a survival code. And the sound of the train was part of it. As children, it was unbearable. The horn, the shaking ground, the light bearing down on us. It was a sound that froze us in place. But that was then. Now, I can listen to trains and actually love the sound. It's steady. It's rhythmic, almost comforting. I don't hear it with fear anymore. Still, whenever I hear one, part of me remembers being in that back seat with my brother and sister beside me, waiting to see if the car would move.